Today we're outside. It's such a beautiful day, so I was like, I want to film this outside. Not really, I just didn't feel like cleaning my room or whatever.
It's Lisa, it's Lisa, it's Lisa Danielle. Something like that.
What's up world, it's your girl Lisa D and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and click that notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video or whatever. If you guys are new here, then you probably don't know that I am a fashion designer and I have my own clothing company called Danny Lee Apparel, link in description. But in addition to making clothes, I also customize sneakers. I do a ton of sneakers every single year. I love customizing sneakers. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and I'm actually gonna be doing that a little more often on this channel. My boyfriend had an old busted up pair of Nike Cortezes that he was gonna throw away, and I was like, nah bruh. I definitely winged it, but I think they came out super dope. So if you want to see how I turned this old busted up pair of Nike Cortezes into some super fly Danny Lee Apparel custom kicks, then stay tuned. The first thing that you want to do is remove the laces so that we can prep the shoe. I have a bottle of Angelus preppers shenanigan stuff, which y'all is the same as acetone. Don't waste your money, go buy this acetone. But since I had already bought this a long time ago, I'm just gonna use it. So you just want to prep the shoe by getting rid of any factory finish, excess paint, all that good stuff. Now I'm just going to take my seam ripper and remove the tag from the tongue. You don't have to do this, but it's easier for me to paint and then I can just put it back on later. I'm going to be using the Angelus gray leather paint. Angelus is the best leather paint in my opinion. I don't usually tape off my shoes. I do recommend that you do, but I'm a little lazy, so I just go in a particular order with my colors so that if I mess up, I just go over it with the darker color. Then I'm going to take some Angelus flat white and use that on the sole of the shoe. This particular sole is divided into 3 sections, so I'm going to use the flat white on the bottom section. Then I'm going to take this fire red color to paint that triangle in the midsole. This is completely optional. Not all Cortezes have a separate color for this triangle, but I wanted this pair to have it because it's dope or whatever. And for the last section of the sole, I'm going to take black and just paint all the way around the rest of the sole. I'm also going to use this black for every other part of the shoe with the exception of the swoosh. That part I'm going to paint red. I'm also going to paint the tongue black, so I'm going to need to mix some 2 soft fabric medium with the black so that our tongue isn't stiff. If you just use regular paint without mixing the 2 soft medium, then your tongue will be super stiff and you want it to remain soft. I'm also going to heat set this with a blow dryer. My heat gun is broken, but this blow dryer worked really well, so I'm not mad at it. Then I'm going to take my E6000 glue and glue the tongue back on. I didn't feel like sewing it on. I was just being lazy. And I am kind of winging this, so I did decide to remove the swoosh instead of just painting it red, just to give it a little extra something, you know, make it a little more of a distressed swoosh. So I'm going to use my seam ripper to remove the swoosh. I'm taking some tweezers to remove all the tiny little threads that were left behind because you don't want that in there. And then I'm just going to take some more of that flat white paint and paint over that area just so it's a little cleaner. I'm going back in with that fire red to just paint my swooshes. This took about maybe 5 coats for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it did. But I think they came out really good. I also wanted to add, like I said, a little more of that distressed look to the shoe. So I went in with my sewing machine. I did a zigzag stitch, pulling and changing the tension so that the stitch is like really different and like raggedy looking. I don't know why I like that, but I do. Then I'm just going to figure out where I want to place it. Use my trusty E6000 glue and glue the swoosh to the shoe. Lastly, you want to seal in your paint, so I'm going to take some acrylic matte finisher just to seal in the shoe, just a thin, even coat. I'm going to add back in my laces. I did customize these laces, and I thought that red laces would look cooler. And just to add a little bit of a finishing touch, I'm going to put these little cord stops on the ends because I think that it just makes the shoe a little more unique.